Hello there, everyone. My name is Johann Chipol, and I am the designer of Bridge of Spies. Bridge of Spies came from playing a lot of games and trying to find something that was a combination of some of my favorite games that I have played throughout the years. One of my favorite board games of all time is Cluedo. It's classic, and for me, I wanted something similar to Cluedo. Now, there's been loads of games of that sort now, but I wanted something that still felt a little retro. It all came about when I was actually sort of rewatching some of my favorite films, and I was watching Casino Royale and watching that very, very famous poker scene. Just every time people were putting a poker chip down or they were revealing a card, felt tense. It was the most cinematic game of poker I've ever seen, and I kind of wanted that, and that's where the theme came from. Talking to others as well, and my love for sort of Hitchcockian films, that's where it led to the style being very much of Saul Bass, who was the artist for so many of those classic Hitchcock posters. I also love games that allow you to talk to others and allow you to sort of negotiate and to bargain and to allow yourself sort of cheeky ways to win. I'm not the kind of player that would cheat, but I love it if the game almost gives you the opportunity to do that. That's where the negotiation tactic comes into play. Very similar to something like Sheriff of Nottingham, where you have someone you're supposedly having to bribe. Now, the good thing about the game is you can be 100% honest about that game, and you could technically still win by just being honest and saying you are smuggling in just 3 apples. But it also gives you sort of that little inkling, that little opportunity going, you can try and do more and be sneaky and to bribe your way out of this. And I love that mechanic, and there's a lot of games that don't really give you the opportunity to do that. And so I wanted to sort of explore that option when you do negotiating, when you are trying to figure out what this symbol is, and looking around the table and realizing that 3 other people know, and asking the big question of, okay, what would you offer me? And that also feels very espionage, as very Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy of the whole thing. So I wanted to implement that as well. It is something that I am incredibly proud of, especially being a first-time designer. It was interesting trying to design a game, and over lockdowns of the first sort of pandemic, I needed a creative outlet. I was a filmmaker, and I was also doing a lot of other things on YouTube with videos and podcasting, and I was exploring all these creative methods. And then designing the first game was this beautiful outlet that allowed me to be so much more creative than I ever realized, because now theme is open to everything. It's all to do with playing mechanics, and it was so much fun to do that it wasn't just this game I designed. I have got so many more down the line, all with different themes, different methods of playing cards, dice, construction. Being able to have this as a creative outlet has been so much fun, and this first game is something that already is something I'm incredibly proud of and hoping to share it with you all. The reason why this is on Kickstarter and with such a particular target is this is my first time. This is the first time I'm doing this, and it is something that does require funds. It has cost quite a bit in order to get like the beautiful graphic design done by Niall McGonigal, to get the beautifully cinematic Kickstarter video by Triskel Pictures and Sophie Black, and to find the right voices and the right people to help me produce this game. Looking at how to find the best way to manufacture this as well has led to sort of a target that feels honest, and honest and reasonable in the grander scheme. In the future, there will maybe other games that I want to sort of create, and looking for alternative ways to sort of promote it, alternative ways to design it, alternative ways to get it out there to you. And so that's why I went on Kickstarter. Kickstarter is a place that allows for people who are doing it for the first time to have a voice and to attempt it, to feel as if they can too be a games designer. And I'm so glad so far for all the people who have pledged and have shown their support, have shared, that have attended all the demos, the play testing, giving me all of the positive feedback and honest criticism as well. It has been a wonderful learning experience, and I cannot wait to share the final result with you all.